coffin lid came down swift and sure. A lucrative market, one would have thought. But 6 months in, and Jeff's still the only one buying. I reckon I can survive another 3 months, then my savings will run dry. 18 hours. That's all the clients get. So it should be possible to pick up some casual work if I get desperate. But Christmas is coming. And surely, if you had pennies to spare and a loved one you wanted to get that extra special something for, well, surely that something special would be me. Jeff hasn't put the papers away yet. Instead, he's staring intently at the corner of the top sheet. Curse rock pieces in middle of the patio. So that's it. I bite my cheeks, trying to stop a knowing smile hijacking my face. We're in a high-rise. There's not a terrace, patio, or crazy paving stone eyesore in sight. Not one thing to trip us up. But where Jeff's concerned, there's always a little something to slow us down. 7 across, he says, a note of irritation in his voice. He's trying to be casual, but I'm willing to bet this one's been driving him up the wall for the past few days. We're supposed to be talking about you, I tell him. Because although I really like Jeff, I have to be honest here, he's on the clock. First rule of the self-employed, no freebies. I glance down at the notebook, open and waiting on my lap. We're on Love Life, Jeff. Your love life. This, I glance across at the paper, rock garden, is a path to nowhere. Would I do that? He laughs, and we both know that he would. OK, I sigh. If he's not going to concentrate, I'm going to have to tidy this up before we start. What have you got? T, question mark, R, question mark, E, question mark, T, question mark. Middle of patio. Got to be a T. I smile, trying to tone down the smug. I genuinely love this kind of thing. Cryptic puzzles are as infuriating as a bad itch, crying out to be satisfied. The sort of beast that is so obvious when said out loud, it makes you want to kick yourself. Rock equals tor? He nods. And pieces. Try chess pieces. I take a stab. Could be men. So, I smile. Tor, T-O-R. I draw the word out to give him a clue, a chance to catch up. Torment, he laughs. You, Sophie, are a godsend. I do a self-deprecating shrug, but in truth, the way my career is going, I'm sponging up all flattery on offer. I got the patio tea first, then the tour, I explain. Not sure men really works. Well, mark my words. Jeff has a twinkle in his eye. Where there's men, there's always torment. He double knots the bundle of papers, stashing it under the sink. Mystery solved. Now, where were we? Love life, I say. Yours. And that's it. He's off, transported to another time, telling me how he met the love of his life in a little Spanish place on Greek Street. This woman, a goddess, he calls her, and smiles. This goddess stormed out of the kitchen, shouting angrily back at some chef standing framed in the kitchen swing doors, standing in his pressed whites in a doorway that was blinking fast, open, closed, open, closed. The woman's apron suddenly goes flying up out of her hands, landing over Jeff's table. Lecherous pig, the goddess shouted. Drop things so you can look up my skirt. A titter of embarrassed laughter started to run through the restaurant. Spanish meal, Spanish passion, but, Jeff adds ironically, English diners. English discretion, or apathy, whichever you think best fits. In less than a minute, people were getting back on with their suppers. All but Jeff. He was folding up the woman's apron. The police had him well trained. Then suddenly he felt something.